Hello, my name is Takia Fulton Harden. I am a tax preparer for the last 16 years here in Miami, Florida. I've been doing all of the quote unquote traditional marketing online as well as offline. I've tried, door to door, passing out door flyers, beauty salons, check cashing stores, just like street team marketing. I've tried billboards. I've tried little coupons on the back of the receipt at the grocery store, all of those marketing. I even tried Facebook ads myself, and it didn't work. I feel like you guys definitely understand and know my business. And that's something that when you're looking for a marketing company, no other company knows this industry and this niche. So yes, they may have been great with marketing a tax business, but this sort of early season tax office that's appealing to our target audience, our ideal clients, not a lot of marketing companies can relate. And that's extremely crucial for me because in those early season, in those early months, you can, pretty much make or break you. You can lose tens of thousands of dollars out there. And you literally have set like the blueprint, the map, and I will follow any and everything that you guys put out. Yes, you think about, is it going to work for me? You see these testimonials and you think, there may be paid testimonials or they're getting something out of it. And look at me, here I am giving my own testimonial because that's definitely, not the case. It definitely has grown my business tremendously. I don't know what I would do or where I would be without the early season marketing program. My phone lines was ringing off the hook. But yes, not just far as with like budgeting was I nervous. This is my baby. This is my business. It's hard to put your trust and everything you built into someone else's hand to take over to market. But sometimes you get to that point where you have to take that leap of faith. You have to step out on faith. You have to sow that mustard seed, and you're definitely going to get it back 10 times fold. I would say I've grown pretty much doubled my revenue. So if I even bring up the number of clients that we did pre early season marketing, it was roughly about 250 clients. With hiring you guys in early season marketing, we have now exceeded like 600 plus clients. So it's over 50% just from early season marketing. People would come here and say, "You guys are all over Facebook."
Yeah. How does that
They
how
would
does that
say,
how
"You
does
guys
that
are all over Facebook."
how does that feel for you as a business owner when you have clients coming in telling like I can't not see you online?
Yeah, they like, "I cannot see you online. Everywhere I go, I see this name. I see you." That, oh my God, that makes me want to cry. It really does. It makes me want to cry because, like I say, this is my baby.
Yeah.
This is my baby. So, and to hear everybody talk about our company and say our company name, like it's a household name around here, so that definitely helps me out, build brand awareness in the community, not just doing tax season, but you guys gave us strategies what to do and how to build our list and how to get our brand and our name ringing bells with our community way before you start asking them to come do their taxes at your office. Yeah, the scripts came in handy. That was pretty much like our Bible that we follow, and then we, of course, we tweaked it based on the client that we was on the phone with. But at the same time, it's literally in your hand while you're on the call. How to handle objections. because you're going to get that. And you guys literally had the scripts and had it laid out for, me and my team. Had I not had that, I've never created anything of any type of magnitude of that sort or even thought about that. I haven't even thought about a lot of the things that you guys think about that we need, to be successful in the preseason before tax season even start. Who to call, when to call them, what to say to them, how to build your list, and not just when it comes down to the tax industry. I've applied those same methods that I've learned from you guys in other business endeavors. And I can't go wrong. I can't go wrong with what I learned from you guys. Thank you. Yeah, there's no other CRM on the market that can compare to Tax Nitro, right? So let me break it down. From client, from the first stage of meeting that client, it takes you through all interaction, the lifeline with that client. Who talked to that client? Where did that client originated from? Did they come in from a phone call, a paid social media ad? Which ad derived them? It gives you so many different demographics about that client. Who spoke with that client? Immediately, once you get off the phone with that client, the call is recorded, downloadable, all within that conversation history. The emails, you don't have to click and go somewhere else. It's literally right then and there in the history, and you can see who spoke to that client, what was said. You can even increase it on 2x speed to go back and listen while you got the client on hold, because sometimes we forget what we say to clients, and it's okay. You got Tax Nitro. You got Tax Nitro as your backup, right? So you put the client on hold, you go back and you listen to the call, and you say, oh yes, I remember I did say that. This is what we're going to do. It is a lifesaver. It has been a lifesaver for my business. They say, oh, I didn't get that email. Sure, we sent it to this email on this date. It was delivered. It was open. It was accepted. Would you like to go ahead and check your spam? And definitely it makes you look like you're running a multi-million-dollar company when you're probably this minute. But Tax Nitro give you all the bells and whistles to operate, where people will believe you're running such a huge company with a lot of staff, and you're not, and that's something definitely I will recommend to anyone. Because a client loves to send a text message, to you, and it comes right up. They love when the calls go out and they call you back and you're like, yeah, we just called you for XYZ. Oh, the list goes on about all the bells and whistles in Tax Nitro, the different calendar setup. So before, I used to use one calendar to set appointments, one software system for a client to fill out an intake form, another software system I had to pay for monthly to host my website. Cancel all this. To host my website for the clients to like a landing page. All of that is done through the Tax Nitro system, and I love it. I would say overdraft your account. It's worth it. I would say take out a loan, do whatever you have to do, because you're going to thank yourself in the end. It is going to definitely not just pay for itself, pay it forward many years to come. It definitely works. Everything that they say they're going to give you that's listed in the program, they're going to give you that plus more. And then sometimes we have a value with things. What the early season marketing program offers, in my opinion, in my experience, is pretty much priceless at this point, because it creates relationships with clients, lifelong partners in the community. So it's definitely going to keep recycling, coming back to you in multiple ways. So definitely sign up, sign up. You will thank yourself later. I guarantee it.